What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Jump Off here at Evolution 2019. It's the same group of guys. We've got a 2-hour block for you, but the action doesn't stop. I do apologize as well. We do have Dragon Ball Fighters coming back to kind of reintroduce ourselves. Chris G is actually on stage playing his heart out. I don't know where he was at in the bracket or where he was at in the game, because we kind of saw the monitor where it was just like Chris G playing. And then it was Smash. We thought he was playing Smash. Then it was Sam Show. I was like, oh man, he's like top 5 in Sam Show. But no, he's playing DBFC.
This guy's got the young straw in his mouth. Like,
whatever makes you comfortable, I guess.
Those are banned in Austin now.
Oh yeah, the plastic save the oceans here. Yeah, Chris G up 1-0 against Bacon.
I thought you meant like a farm straw, like kind of not an actual plastic
he just said
straw.
a plastic
Hey,
straw.
you can't do that in Nevada.
Chris G still running, it's a strong team, but still kind of unique, huh? Tien, I haven't seen this character. He kind of fell off a little bit this season, but Chris G believes.
So Teen Gohan's supposed to be really good now. That's what I've heard. Like, he's got crazy fuzzies. He's got good damage. They made everything bad about him good.
The thing was, before that, I feel like that was America's opinion, that he was bad in the last season. So in Japan, we had a lot of players that were doing work, especially Fighting Tuesday. But yeah, he did get buffed this season. His weakness, of course, look, he's so small, the legs. He's got no range.
One of those characters,
that's why you have assist in this game. Cover your approach with the assist, get it on top of them, and then tons of damage.
Yeah, him and Tien are both notable for having really, really high damage supers. So the combination of both is crazy.
Yeah, I always see those random touch of death combos with Tien, but go ahead.
I was going to ask in this space, right? And knowing Chris G being a person who I've known to be just like, prevalent in a lot of fighting games, would you say he's a threat in fighters?
He was a top player at the beginning. I think it's been a while since he's been, on that level.
Yeah, I feel like Chris G is one of those players, like you mentioned, he plays all sorts of different games. He's one of those players that I wouldn't put down at like, oh, he's going to win in top 8, but if he's in top 8, I would not be surprised. If he upsets somebody in a tournament, because he's there's a skill not just being good at the game, but being good at tournaments. He's played so many different games and so many different tournaments, so many different stages. He's definitely more comfortable than his opponent, I would say.
Yeah, he's definitely an EVO champion, too. Can't take anything away from that. I mean, he's played a multitude of games and so well at such a high level. I would consider him like a very, very top-tier gatekeeper now in certain games. But in the meantime, he has games he's practicing like Sam Show as well. He's picking up a lot of momentum on the streets, man.
I feel like that might be, I know Justin, plays a lot of games as well, but his main focus at the moment is Sam Show. Chris G, probably Sam Show would his main focus right now? Yeah,
he just beat Justin the other week, so... Those are two of the top Americans at this point.
I talked to Justin yesterday, and he said he did. Justin, I lost to him, but, I didn't want to show up my tech. He's like,
okay, that sounds like Justin.
He's a character. He's like, I got a character ready. I didn't want to show that this character destroys Halamari. He's like, you'll see it at EVO, don't worry. He was real comfortable.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Justin.
And you're noticing in sparking. The thing about sparking is it lets you cancel super dashes right into moves, and the pressure is just so scary. And Chris is taking every bit of advantage of that.
I had a question about Yamcha. I didn't know you could follow through after the dive kick on block with Yamcha.
Yeah.
He went for a dive kick and then 2 jabs or 2 A's.
That was, so I think that was because he had the spark. Normally you can do dive kick and cancel. You can cancel into the, his scratches after that.
That makes sense, yeah.
Spark opens up new things. We can do jump cancel possibilities like Nunca said. But yeah, Bacon Bit's in trouble here. Yeah, Wolfang from downtown. That's going to be 2-0. Chris G.
Wolfang Fitz.
This is another character.
There's the straw, see?
Everyone thought Yamcha sucked when the game came out. They were like, this is the worst character in the game, no doubt. But then it turns out he was always good.
I mean, you have to. Half of it was, the meme. It's Yamcha, right? He can't be good, right? He's supposed to be weak. He dies in the series all the time. But yeah, he's definitely...
His assist was so damn good. It's still pretty damn good, actually. One of the things you kind of got to note is if Kazunoko is playing a character, he's bound to be... Or there's got to be some sort of potential in that character.
Now, I was going to ask you guys, going into this Tekken match of Panther versus Speed Kicks, I am a big Speed Kicks fan, repping Panda Global. One of the reasons why I actually started following him a lot is just the fact that he played a character that had a similar style to a character that I really love, that I want to come back, and that's Beck. Beck is gone, but he had a really sick Hwoarang. And Hwoarang. Okay.
No one knows how to say it properly.
No one says it right, dude. I was just like, this is going to be the hardest part. I'm going to expose myself. But yeah, I'm surprised he's playing Steve.
He's a very, very, very strong character now.
I've heard him complain multiple times about Hwoarang in this game, so I'm assuming this is just him trying to make sure that he feels good about his character. I think that's the right thing to do. If you think your character sucks, don't play him.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know if Hwoarang sucks. I just think he has so many moves that you have to consider every single option, and it's kind of hard to do that in such a split second.
Yeah, it's not just that Hwoarang is difficult, but he is he will again, going back to the point of Dunks, he will light you up if you don't know how to play Hwoarang. So there's a lot of Hwoarang players that are, you're in the mid-level because you can beat everyone else that's not really good, but when you get to the highest level, the top level, you fight the players that know how to deal with his strings, and, you know, he's a legacy character, a lot harder to do work. Steve doesn't rely on mix-ups, right? He just godlike button. He's the back one, like I dare you to press a button here.
That is an interesting thing about Tekken, right? Because in Street Fighter, if you're like, you know how to play versus ST Ryu, that doesn't mean you know anything about how to fight SF4 Ryu. Whereas in Tekken, they're like, oh yeah, I've been fighting Jin for 20 years, and it really does carry.
Legacy game. This is a legacy game. It's really hard. So, you know, I just picked up the game competitively like 2 or 3 years back. I can still consider myself absolute scrub, right? I play a lot.
I've seen your Paul.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I lit some people up. I lit some people up before, but
I'll say you're pretty all right.
Against someone against speed kicks, no, I wouldn't.
Oh hell no! No way.
It's been playing forever.
Meanwhile, in Blaze Blue, like we both played that one version later. I have no idea how to play.
Yeah, it just changes like all the time there.
Yeah, now we got speed kicks deep in thought, trying to figure out what to do. And in this situation, I'm wondering, is he contemplating going back to Hwoarang or?
No, I haven't seen a lot of Lei Wulong. Is he considered strong, or do people know much about him? Because he came out as a DLC character.
Yeah, he's one of those characters where everyone is like, you know, I'm not going to play until my character comes in the game, or my character said, put him in the game, and it's like no one back
But it's so intimidating because he also is kind of similar to Hwoarang in the sense that he has multiple stances, which leads to a plethora of moves you have to memorize, or at least find which ones are the most optimal. Right?
So, but a legacy player, of course, is used to that stuff. He doesn't really have any like crazy new tricks, right? So it's pretty similar to what he used to be. He is not that strong. I would definitely, Steve is considered top tier, so he should be taking care of this right now. Yeah, here he is going back. Going back to Hwoarang.
Why does he have an eye patch now? I actually never. I follow the lore to a certain extent. I don't know how he lost his eye.
I don't know either.
I want to say it's a motorcycling accident because he's quite the motorcycle enthusiast, according to the lore.
Cosplay or something. I got no idea. I'm more worried about the jacket. I never understand how that damn jacket stays on, man.
It's
Look
one
at
of those things. It's got like a chain in the front.
Even so, it's like perfect. It doesn't go anywhere.
What did I tell you guys, man? We got Hwoarang right here on the stage. The jacket magically staying
on. All right, you can't whiff moves on that.
Yep.
No.
Production said he lost it while tracking down Jin post Tekken 6. God bless you guys. I love the lore, dude.
Jin never stops doing something weird. Oh, you're good. You're good.
Jin's an emotional guy. You know, the Devil Gene's really kicking in for him.
He's evil now. He's like the villain. Jin is the villain now.
It was never like that.
Yeah, the Peacekeeper. Big kick right in the belly there.
Another dude, I love that with Punisher, dude. It feels so good. And to zoom in on the camera.
I'm sorry, he just looks more comfortable with this character. I
yeah,
see
right?
It right away.
That's what I'm saying. Comfort is a huge thing in any fighting game, right? You want to try and change. You want to try and pick the top tier of the week. And, like, you know, you're pretty good, but when you're in a tournament, when the nerves are up there, you want to go back to what you know best.
He's just moving faster with him.
Of course. You could see the familiarity. And I'll say one thing, too, right? It's early. It's pools. And if you feel like you're probably better than your opponent, maybe you'll burn one game against them. But I think that's incredibly risky in a 2 out of 3 format.
I would never, you never want to give up a pool, or a game,
All right, one game, you know.
So this pool's actually, Speedkick's pool, if it's still, you know, his first pool, he has a, compared to some other people, his pool's kind of hard. He's got Brown Man from Australia, who's one of the best players in there, and Speedkicks. But neither of them were listed, kind of funny. They had the notable player list. Neither Speed Kicks or Brown Man were listed on the notable player. It was Obama. They put Obama on there.
I was
like,
oh, wait,
Majin Obama. I was angry. I was like, what are you doing? Yeah.
No, that's amazing.
You know who else made that list? Your boy Tasty Steve.
Yeah, I saw that.
You're watching him play, and you're doing his commentary. Yeah, I saw
he was on that. I was like, who made this list?
That reminds me of a really funny Dustloop wiki story where I got listed as a notable Aegis player. I was the 10th best Aegis in Austin, Texas.
Like, there
but I was on stream once, and someone writing the wiki article was like, there you go.
Top player incoming. Big signing up. They're talking, I don't know, maybe asking, like, can I change stage? Am I now familiar with the rules here?
I know. I heard Speed Kicks is a young genius, dude.
Yeah, graduated.
Yeah, he's like a valedictorian.
Like really early.
Crazy story, man.
I mean, have you seen the amount of moves and frame data in Tekken and be able to memorize all that stuff?
It's hard, man. I tried playing, and it's like you'll finally figure out a matchup. 2 days later, you forget everything.
Yep.
So hard.
And there's so many characters, right? You learn this matchup, and then you're not going to fight that character again for like 4 months. You're like, oh, no.
It's definitely a game where you lose to a guy, and all you can feel is like, I'm going to beat you so bad when I learn how to block that one sweep.
It's very, you have that small helpless
You're like angry at the other guy. You're like, ugh.
If I knew what you were doing, I would have whooped
the pros don't do that string.
That's the worst. They hit you with stuff
that's the
where
biggest
you actually can't learn from. That's actually the worst feeling.
You're not allowed to watch pros and copy them because you're not at that level. You have to play years to get to that level. But here, Panther going to Jin. So Jin,
I love regular Jin, man.
Yeah. Regular Jin, right? Everyone, Devil Jin, Devil Jin, Devil Jin. But now people are like, wait a second, regular Jin. A lot of people have him as the best overall.
He's got the boot. Yeah, I know that.
The boot step kick, that forward 4. Okay, rage drive. Here's the mix. Yeah, keeps it safe after that. Oh no.
Was that rage drive plus?
Oh no.
Yeah, the rage drive is plus. Okay. It doesn't combo after that, but he gets a mix up after that. 50-50.
Was that duckable? Did he duck it?
Yeah, it's a high. It's one of the fastest rage darts in the game, but it's a high. Nice with punish here.
I guess that's
skyrocket.
Right.
That was a pretty Hail Mary though. Like, you don't see people really got to be feeling themselves to let that rage dart go away. I mean, another one, yeah, power crutch through that.
I remember you guys were talking about, just like being able to mash through his strings, but it looks like Speed Kicks kind of has Panther blocking a lot and getting opened up.
Oh, you definitely can't mash. It has to be a calculated, like, press the button right there, because he wants you to mash at the wrong time. Because he's another one.
Damn.
Just for
big launcher.
Bring him over to the wall. Damage too. Oh, missed the ender, but still got some good stuff off that, and now he's dancing.
It's like a back
yeah, just dance. Look at that.
The hunting hawk.
Now I remember JSRF, right? Just Frame Sky.
Yep.
SR.
Yeah, that's it.
SR. Yeah.
Okay. Now we're going to the other Bandai Namco 3D game.
You got Geralt. Linkor is definitely one of the best Soul Calibur players in the world. Now, this is a game where other countries are really strong.
Yeah, France is disgusting.
The Europeans are so good at this game.
Yeah, for sure.
So I thought Link was the best. Siegfried, did he switch? Is he running Geralt now?
I'm not positive. I think I've seen him play both, though.
Okay. Well, then that's good for him, right? You love fighting, your main, right? It's like, I'd much rather fight a character I'm familiar with.
How is Siegfried in this version of the game?
Early on he's considered pretty bad, and that's why it was good that Link was winning, right? Because everyone's like, Nightmare's way better, but he believed even when he was weak, and I guess he got buffed now.
Huh.
Yeah, it seems like tiers are not, at least what I watch in Japan at the weeklies, tiers are not, I've never seen more than one character in the top 8, right? Everyone has their own playstyle, their own character. They're all running in there.
Geralt is usually considered very good, though, from what I've seen.
He's one of the new characters.
That's what I've heard a lot during the beginning stages of Soul Calibur 6, mostly because of Sonic Fox using Geralt. Geralt, part of the Witcher.
The hard G, I think, Geralt.
Yeah,
is what I call him Geralt too, man.
And one thing we just saw, that really helps Geralt is just that counter that he has, right? You saw how the opponent was, he was literally frozen for like a year and just got him the free ring out.
Welcome to EVO 2020.
Right?
We're still going through Soul Calibur 6.
Yeah, so he, since he's a new character, he does kind of break the rules of, so the meter in this game, you can only use it for your either power up, your soul charge, or your super move, your critical edge. But not Geralt, he can actually power up his moves. He's got EX versions of moves there for like half a bar. So that counter, right? That's one of those.
Tell me about those little icons on the bottom left for Geralt.
Oh, the bottom left. So you see the crown in the 9. That means the player 1 had 9 wins.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't even see it. Like back here, I was like, what the hell is that? Oh, okay.
Nah, it's just a win
that means he's
right
really
there,
good, or at least that's the lucky position in Soul Calibur.
Definitely. I always do that when they show, when it shows like P1, P2 side, and P2 has on the 4. I'll be like, I want to be on P2 side. I do that all the time. I believe in the win streak.
All right, that's cool because I've never even seen it. All right, I got to be honest.
Let me get on there.
I was looking at the farm monitor. I was like, what the hell is that?
I can't see this. What is that thing over there?
But yeah, guys, right here though, we got some smash action.
Oh yeah.
Hikaru versus EVO Man, and now EVO Man is using a character that a lot of people in the beginning said is the best character in the game. There's still some people that may feel that. It's just, here's the thing: there aren't that many great Inkling representatives aside from like Cosmos. Cosmos being the most notable one. Other than that, though, looking at Pokemon Trainer, this is a character who, in the beginning, Leffen was pretty strong with the character, but kept saying a lot of negative things about the character.
Wow, Leffen saying something negative? No way. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Right? And then all of a sudden, we started seeing people, they decided to actually invest time in the character and show that the character is viable. I mean, namely Tweak, right? There was a tournament that he just recently attended where he was able to show that this character is definitely viable. Even Squirtle, a character who doesn't really have the best range, right? Stubby little arms, and yet that was probably his best.
Now here's notable. Are we playing on the new patch, or are we playing because Ivysaur got nerfed pretty significantly in the newest patch, both Vine Whip and the down air. But we're not, you said, right? Or?
Yeah, man. I think we are definitely playing on 3.1, if I'm not mistaken. So a lot people decided to not patch.
Oh my God, the hitbox
that's the move that got patched too. That's down air.
I understand now.
It's so good.
Did you see how far that hit? The pollen was just all the way down there.
That's a memed move. You'll see many pictures of Ivysaur doing very, very large things underneath him. Yeah.
Jeez.
And right now we got EVO Man just getting that multiplier with the ink. you never want to be inked up by this character because you just get more and more damage inflicted on you. And that's another move that got nerfed. Yeah. So, yeah, that really hard hit of the Vine Whip, dude. I think one of the things that I will say I'm not a big fan of is nerfing the KO potential of tools that characters have in a game, because that could just make the game last longer, you know? If anything, make something maybe more unsafe if it was, like, too good, right? If it was too unpunishable. But instead, I'm seeing this trend of Lucina, forward air, and forward smash getting nerfed. Peach, back throw, forward air getting nerfed as well. And I'm like, is this how we fix games, by making characters weaker?
Nerf culture, man.
Yeah.
Now, Hikaru, it's interesting to see him playing Pokemon Trainer. He was famous for being like the best Donkey Kong player.
Yes, in Smash 4 Wii U.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely happy seeing him play PT. I've been seeing a lot of weird tier lists.
PT's fun, man.
Yeah, that's character. I mean, you have to learn 3 matchups on the fly when you play this character, right? It's crazy. Because you may employ a certain style with Squirtle, but that's not the same play style you have to use with Ivysaur or even Charizard.
Now, I had a random question for you.
What's up?
Last year for Smash, we had 2 Bayonetta players in
Oh,
grand finals.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about the situation, but how often do you see that character now in Smash?
No, that character, I even wanted to pick up Bayonetta. A lot of the best Bayonetta players were getting super discouraged that their character just straight up sucks, to the point of them wanting to even quit, which makes which makes me sad, because like they were so talented. So I'd love to see Sakurai at least give the character a bit more love. And we saw some patches for like the aerial specials of Bayonetta, like the side B, but still, I'd love to see a little bit more tender love and care, you know, being sent in her direction.
Yeah, no, she's a fan favorite now. That's how much she got nerfed. Yeah, like when people see her, they're like, oh yeah, it's Bayonetta.
Jump back into the blast.
True.
I heard, so the comparison was before, in the previous Smash games, was Bayonetta was the best character. Then she got nerfed. Then she became the best character only for that game, the current game. Was that correct?
Yeah,
she was that good?
She got nerfed, but she was still always pretty much the best. It's just that it took time for people to like maximize her potential because she was new, you know. But she, like, I will say for sure, like she had ridiculous frame data when she first came out. It was really bad, but right now, like Inkling, looking at this character, you know, one of the reasons why a lot of people say this character could be the best is because this character's jab is just so good. It like comes out really fast. And the fact that it's really hard to punish too. Like even on block, you'll see people just like, they'll hold jab and then they'll get pushed back so hard that if you try to roll through, there's this tech where on the 11th hit on someone's block, you can get access to an invincible roll behind somebody so you can like punish them while blocking their jabs or any multi-hit moves, right?
Yeah, the strings, right? Yeah.
But this character, while they're doing their multi-jab, they get pushed back so far that if you try to roll, you get caught by the jab still. So it's pretty ridiculous. And their back air, it hits any kind of character. Oh, Hikaru's so good. Still wins. He's like, it doesn't matter. Who cares about tier lists? And he doesn't even care about what Leffen has to say as he takes away Pokemon Trainer. Anyway, let's go.
Oh, who we got? We got Squish.
Squish.
Last year's EVO champion.
Yeah,
this is one of the American Guardians, right, against the invading Japanese force right here.
The best Akatsuki players, man.
And Akatsuki's a character who, yet again, was a joke character in the last game. Now he's pretty decent. I've heard Squish complain about him still, so I don't know if he's the best, but he's okay.
Yeah, Bybili anti-air and then reset. He's just I don't know if he's meaning to do this, but he's going nuts. Reset and reset and reset. Everything's connecting on Squish.
And that's the meme move right there, B Tatsu. You wake up with it, it does everything.
That's the big move too,
he can cancel it at the end and go into a mix-up or another string. So it's just always a good option, it feels like.
So I'm a really old man, and I played Blitz back in the day, like the original, like bootleg PC. And I really like what they like. Akatsuki's very, very similar to the way he was in the original. They didn't really change him or anything. Like, yeah, spamming Tatsu back in the day was really strong too. There we go, hard knockdown. Bring back Blitz. That's the EVO announcement I want. New Blitz, bring it out, please. Yes.
And there's the parry that's unique to Akatsuki.
Damn, get out of here. That was a high counter too. Being able to extend the combo afterwards, but I don't know if you could have done anything more than that.
But yeah, I like that. You know, Bybili just getting a little bit too predictable. Just
going out of here.
And again, another command grab.
Got caught
the God press.
The
DP makes it save with the projectile. Bybili mashing on command grab right there. Again, just jumping too much.
So one thing, if you're new to watching this game, is that every time he charges like that, he's charging that grid meter in the bottom. And whoever wins that every 19 seconds or so gets powered up.
So basically, the reason he won that right there is because he won the grid. So he paused the game. He used the pause button there. He saw Wallstein was jumping, easy DP right there.
And I would say Squish is among the best in the world at playing that grid bar.
What the heck is going on?
He plays a ton of games as well. I've seen him in the Smash community. Back then, he also used to play Third Strike at a very, very average level. But he's a fan of all games. That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's a valuable skill, is playing a lot of different fighting games.
He played so many games. But he had a great time. He was always at like Arcade Infinity back in the day. I don't know where he's at now, but he used to be SoCal.
Oh.
So.
Rip in peace, Arcade Infinity.
You can't let Akatsuki do those fireballs from that range, or he gets another free block string every time.
Plus unblocked fireballs. We got Haomaru out here, huh? And again, strings is happening. Bibo trying to use the shield to get out of there. Doesn't seem too comfortable. Squish just in control. So Squish, and then who else do we have to watch out for the U.S.? Red Blade, I think, is the other one.
Red Blade, Tari,
Tari. Earlier, Brian Hunter was mentioning Tari might. So Tari had to make the rough decision of commentary or play. So Tari might end up DQing himself.
No. You can't do that.
There's also Trill, the Chaos player, is very, very good. Usually gets top 8 at these events.
Oh, get him.
Not even command grab yet. Just going for the EX swipes right there. Caught Squish running in, and another air grab. No fancy legs loops. Yeah. 2-0. Breakdown Squish, making it look easy. And both players just laughing.
He's having a great time. See, BioBilly is like he's one of those really nice, wholesome individuals, man. Just enjoys fighting games in general.
I think the Uni community itself, because there's always like a small outside community. Everyone just has fun, right? Just having fun.
It's such a fun game. Man.
For a long time, all you played was net play versus your friends. Yeah, I mean,
in the Discord, right, talking to each other.
So that is Brian F playing G and not playing Balrog. We talked about this morning, and he just thinks this is the pick for him, and he says he wants to stick through at this tournament.
That's hard. It's really hard to do when you say you want to stick to a character for a tournament, then you lose that one game.
Yeah.
Like we saw it with Speed Kicks, right? He went back. You're like, am I going to commit or do I go back? But in pools, it looked like, sticking with G.
I was going to ask, where's G looking like right now in this season?
Very good. Very good.
Okay.
Every single season of SF5, there's been a character where you're like, oh, if that character hits me, I'm just going to lose. And that's G this version.
Wow.
I feel like once he has meter, certain presidentiality level, and V-trigger, he changes from wherever he's at in the tier list to immediate top 5.
Wow.
Because he's able to seal rounds so well, lead to a gang of damage, as well as get corner carry. He literally can go from the left side to the right side off of one combo, and you'd have to guess, or else he's going to kill you. He could kill you in 2 sequences.
Yeah, the archetype is very similar to Balrog, kind of like who Brian F played before, right? Just wait to get the V-trigger, get the power up, and then boom, one sequence, one guess, and then I won. I robbed you.
G's a special character to me because there's a lot of characters where they do 50-50s, right? Where one side's going to hit you, the other side's going to hit you, you have to guess. G does these mix-ups where you don't even know the mix-up's happening yet. He cancels into a command grab in a situation no one else could, and bam, you just get hit before you knew a mix-up was coming. So they're basically 100 zeros, really.
100-0 mix-ups.
He's got him, man. I swear.
Good. Command grab is powered up, so he does get the combo after this.
I love that ender, too, off the roundhouse.
Okay. That had to be a mistake.
Wake up, jab into super.
He's been practicing that on stream
overhead
in the dumpster.
block.
I need to talk to this guy after this match and see what he's doing.
Light him up. Yeah, shouts to 801 Strata. He won yesterday. He won the Toshinsai Invitational along with Knuckle Dew and Mena. They're going to Japan next year.
Nice.
G doing work.
Okay, so the way they're positioned on the screen, I would assume Brian F's on the player 1 side. Is he actually playing G?
Yes, he's playing G.
Yeah, he's G. He's got to be,
Okay. Because that's also the costume he uses for Balrog as well. If he doesn't have the DLC, the pimp suit. Because he always wears the pimp suit on the screen.
Yeah. Maybe that's another, mind game is picking your opponent's color. Picking their outfit, power plays out here.
No, if you talk to Brian F privately, he'll tell you Balrog is the worst character that he's ever seen, and so he's trying to make that switch. He's being salty and he's joking, obviously. But
is he? Is he though?
As much as we can.
That's fair,
So cool thing about G is normally America they look to Japan tier list like Japan says this, Japan says this. Sure. Japan had G very low. They ranked him very low. He's a gimmick. He's not real. Fudo himself was like, I'm not scared about this character at all. This is how you beat him. And it was 801 Strider himself. Put G on the map now. Japan had to, wait a second. Hold on.
Yeah, because Nemo tried this character and hopped off pretty quick. He was like, no, this doesn't work.
No way. It's all gimmicks here. Yeah, definitely solid play here. America's the one putting G on the map. It makes sense. He's an American-looking character, right?
The president. 100%. The president of the world, but...
Of the world, I mean, that sounds American to me, right?
You listen to the way he speaks, he's definitely American.
God, that buffer is so good right there.
Powered up. knocked down, so loses the level. Yeah, that's big right there.
If you're new to fighting games and you're watching Street Fighter, a big thing to watch out for is people whiffing jabs. Oftentimes they're doing what we call buffering into a move. And G is one of the best at that. Every single time you walk into the range of that jab, you'll automatically cancel into a special.
Dead. There's a command grab, yeah.
You're dead. Ugh.
He's a unique character too. You know, Street Fighter V, not really a game with too many extra meters, not like an anime style game, but he does the presidential meter. Oh, what is that? Brian F giving a little wink to the crowd. Be that presidential meter, right? He powers up and then got to play around that system he has.
I like that alias, Mr. Worldwide right here, going up against Hook Gang God.
Dale.
Hook Gang God right here.
Hook Gang, a man who's stuck with the same team minus, 1 or 2 characters for pretty much the whole life of this game and always been a top player.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good team. Another big thing is he's stuck with the game. So, Dragon Ball had a little bit of a lull after the World Tour last year where the players are kind of in limbo waiting to hear news for the next tour. So a lot of players are playing other games while they're waiting. Hook did not. He's been grinding the whole time.
Ooh. And it wasn't until, what, CEO till they made that announcement?
Yeah, they're really late in the announcement here. But Hook was grinding the whole time, so...
And he's still the only one pioneering Piccolo from what I've seen. Like, he's the only person consistently playing this character.
Piccolo is good. He's still good.
He's mad good.
Goichi was playing him for a while, but then he dropped him for the Kid Goku.
Oh, why not? Yep.
Yeah.
You got that Kid Goku shell.
Ugh.
Yeah, Piccolo, very, very powerful character on offense, but his biggest weakness, like we mentioned earlier about GT being small, is Piccolo is tall. So you're opened up to the fuzzies, just more mix-ups. He's a lot harder to play on defense.
Oh,
Gogeta.
that was so dirty. Teched up in the air, and that super dash was pretty much a 50-50 without even having to know where he was going himself.
Take him out of there.
Those are the scariest mix-ups when you don't know what side you're on.
Too ambiguous.
But you can't say that. You have to be like, oh, I definitely knew.
You
Wow.
never let your opponent
Yeah, wow, you got hit by that? Come on, man.
I practiced that a million times in training.
I knew exactly what was going on there. But Mr. Worldwide down to just Spark almost over here. Solo Vegeta, not that great of a character.
I heard Bardock is still pretty much a good character right here, of course. You're always going to see him.
He's got
that move right there.
Yeah,
the lariat.
As long as that moves in the game, he's going to be good.
Level 1.
It's a game where you can't actually advance forward that fast because running is a little bit of startup before it gets there, and moves are pretty stubby. So he's the only character that can just put out a giant hitbox way far in front of him.
Yeah, it's funny. They use it as like an air dash sometimes too, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just going to use my move as an air dash, get out of the corner here.
Exactly.
Hook looking comfortable. I wish you could see the stream chat, though.
And sometimes they'll use it after reflect, too, right? After they get reflected.
Reflect, push him away and then just punch him in the mouth from full screen.
Call assist and immediately go for that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, obviously just very basic, very well-rounded characters, all the tools. And if you're interested in Dragon Ball, you want to pick a character, he's easy.
I remember last
easy as hell.
Last year's EVO, though, we kept seeing a lot of level 3s. Of course, I heard that got
nerfed hard, Basically, he used to get a perfect mix-up off of it, and now he doesn't. One thing I like about this game is like half the characters on the screen have been nerfed several times extremely hard, and they're all still good. Like they usually...
I like that, and then I don't like that, too.
I was about to say,
like,
it's like
I like that they left them viable, but some of them used to be insane.
Yeah. And the thing is, they got nerfed. Viable is under. They're still top tier. Like Kid Buu has been nerfed, I think 5 times. He's still the best character in the game.
Solid,
it's like Jesus.
At least you get to see a little bit more diversity with the characters, right? I mean, that's always in itself a treat.
Definitely more than you used to.
Yep. But again, this is still pools.
Oh.
Once we get into that top 8, I think we might see maybe 4 or 5 characters max. We'll see.
I would see GT Goku every single time.
That's a lot of GT, a lot of Kid Buu.
The underplayed aspect of Bardock is how good his assist is.
Yeah,
because it's so fast that you can basically react to what they're doing, do a super dash. Oh, they blocked it. Now I do the assist.
Yeah, good unseeable mix up there from Hook. Using the Hell Zone, you can't see the explosion. He's going to go high or low.
They nerfed that, the Hell Zone grenade, to make it easier, or at least somewhat
in the original version, so the explosion happened in the front of the screen. You literally couldn't see anything.
Yes.
Now they put the explosion in the back, so you can see it, but it's still like there's so much going on. Yeah, you're like, oh, just give up.
Yeah, especially in that corner, I couldn't tell where he was going. It could have been like a triple overhead. Who knows?
I was going to say, I noticed that we have like players right now from America playing, but as far as Japan is concerned, when it comes to fighters, would you say they're on top, or?
I think right now
worldwide.
The tier list is so they say like West Japan is the best, which is let's go from the bottom. So it's America's top player are equal to Japan's top players on the East Coast, and then above that is the West Coast, and above that is Goichi. So right now, hands down, Goichi is the strongest player in the world right now. All the players are like that is the focus for them. Is like we have to worry about how to beat him. They're changing their teams to fight him specifically.
Wow.
It's one of the craziest dominance ways ever, where just no one can hit him.
Yeah.
Like straight up, he'll block for 20 block strings straight. He just doesn't care.
Yeah.
Mix-ups in this game are 50-50s too. They, like he's just guessing correct. Something.
He's a genius.
I don't know. It's like he must have some secret like hitbox button that lets him block highs and lows.
It's the eye drops.
Oh, is he playing hitbox now
man.
too?
No. Have you ever used those eye drops?
I have. I used them
They
once.
have menthol and then they burn you.
I go from like
but then they
seeing
see
HD,
everything.
Because I had LASIK surgery. I'm seeing in HD. But when I had the eye drops, I'm seeing in 4K.
I can
it's
see
crazy,
everything, man.
Wow.
If I had those eye drops earlier, I would have been able to see that dang icon in Soul Calibur 6 and not ask a single question.
I felt like I was reborn after I used them. It was crazy.
Whose eyes are these?
It burns. It burns.
But it feels so good.
Wait, are those Japan only, or could you get them stateside?
Probably import them here, but yeah, they're the menthol.
Just ask them. Just ask one of the guys.
They
They're
feel like
very
you brushed your teeth, but on
Yeah,
your
that's a good way to
eyes.
put it.
God.
They're menthol eye drops.
That's a really good way to
It'll
put it.
blow
yeah.
your mind.
You're like, oh my god. Yeah, that is his sponsor there. There with the fuzzy.
Ooh,
That's
he's
one of the
just- he's
downsides
so
of playing
consistent
a
with
big
that.
body character like 16.
That's not easy to do like the way he's doing it too. You have to delay the jump heavy, and then really impressive.
It's one of the the perks of sticking to one team, one character for so long. Right? You're not worried about, oh, I don't know if I can do this. He's like, I've been doing it. It's on stream every day for 2 years. Oh,
dang.
He tried to air DP. Hook is trying to get on the highlight reel, but Mr. Worldwide with the 2H.
I love Hook's story too, because he was like a mid-level Guilty Gear player that no one would have ever
Played
really
Persona.
known that much of.
Persona as well.
Player, yeah. And then all of a sudden, he's just amazing at DBFZ right off the bat. Becomes a top streamer, a big name. Everyone likes him.
Oh, yeah. And it helps that his name is mad catchy. You know the way Yipes and Chris Matrix were selling that name?
Hook Gang.
I couldn't stop hearing it that way for almost an entire year.
Hook Gang.
It's such a good name.
Yeah, man, and that just shows like the importance of things like commentary too, right? We make these guys look like stars, kind of like even in wrestling when you look like Jim Ross, right?
Oh, so that's us right here.
Let's get it.
All right. You're welcome.
That's the Hook, though. He's moving on there.
Let's go, Negan.
I've
Let's
always
go.
wanted to spectate a Negan match. Now, where is Negan in
This
the
is
Tekken
footwork playing Negan too. Go ahead.
This was asked. Oh, sorry. This was asked in the last pool. It was like, how is this character? He's considered quite weak.
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
So the thing about him is that he's, he's a guest character designed not for Tekken players, but for Walking Dead characters. So they made him a little bit more simple. He's strong in very simple ways that are good if, just fighting against your friends, but against a good player, like you can't use these moves. They're hard reads. It's almost like he's got DPs and stuff.
Wow.
Like
so
he's betting everything.
So a lot of his stuff is unsafe, you're saying?
In the realm of guest characters, where is he? So there's guys like Akuma, there's Negan, there's
Again,
Noctis.
Noctis and Negan suck.
So the thing is, Noctis has
Pretty
gotten
good.
better, though. So, yeah, for a long time, they're like, Noctis is, again, designed for beginners, designed for people, like, very simple. So people wrote him off, but he got buffed now. A lot of Japanese players are running it.
Awesome.
Akuma's busted. That's why, the meat on the bottom left.
Now,
Same as
Footwork
Geese.
has one of the most interesting Facebooks in the world, and he will tell you that Negan is godlike.
I love that. I love when, if he wants to prove his character, then he's got to do it out here against Super.
Back hit and the corner juggle.
I don't know why, but I feel like Negan
There we
is
go,
weak.
command
Oh, right in the forehead. He's dead.
There's so many hits, and yet the opponent's still alive. Wow,
Yeah,
no fear, dude.
Look,
You don't have to worry about so many hits with Akuma, dude. That's one or two on him.
Man. Lucille cannot stop a demon, a raging demon.
flip.
At
Yeah,
that.
you're fighting zombies, right?
Come
Not a
on,
demon
man.
here.
Exactly.
And Super Akuma has been one of the premier Akuma players too. He won a recent tournament in Europe.
Yeah, he won the Master event, and then he came out to Japan after that and beat a lot of Japanese top players. He's really, really good. And Akuma's very, very strong. There we go.
Wow. Now that's
Still
a
a super
character.
solid character, yeah.
He won that round without spending any bar, too, so he should be able to build that second bar now. He has, like Street Fighter 4 FADC cancels, extending pressure, but he can burn it on damage. I don't know if you saw that famous clip of, it was Super Akuma, the one who did it.
Markman and or
Yeah.
no, it was Eris too, or no?
No, I think it was
for
Mark,
sure.
Mark and Rip, I think, doing
Okay.
commentary, but yeah, like it was Super Akuma himself, 95%.
That
He's
is
got
crazy.
2 bars, he can do it now.
When they ended
Dead.
in Rage
He's
Art,
dead.
so
That's it.
good.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he dropped
no!
it. That was it. But yeah, he burned 2 bars. That's good for footwork, right? He spent all his meat, he didn't take any damage. Get the wall here.
Yeah, this is in Footwork's favor at this point in the corner.
Take him down.
Wow.
Goes for the mid, just trying to get the plus frames. A nice backdash, makes it whip. Oh,
Damn,
my
that was
God.
gutsy. crazy. Yeah. Was that wall rising 2?
Yeah, wall rising 2.
In his face?
Yeah.
Jeez.
But we're like,
I feel the same exact way, man. The guy dashed up, hesitated, wall rising 2. That's big time punishable, unless he cancels into.
Yeah, he's going to cancel on Demon Flip, which you can punish that too, but not for a lot of damage. But the thing that he did, though, is he crouched for a while. So when you see someone crouching naturally, you want to duck too. You're like, oh, he's going to go low. Boom, got him with the mid.
Yeah, and he's crazy with his lows. That low forward, the action of low forward,
very good move.
Down 3 can lead to a ton of damage. Down 3, fireball, cancel it into even bigger damage. He has a ton of options off of those.
That's the beauty of Tekken. You just got to guess sometimes, right?
Now look in the sky for this matchup, because these are 2
They're
jumpers.
jumping, you're
yeah,
right.
these are 2 jumpers.
They got every button but C, and that's how it's going to be. Jump C, jump C, jump C.
Yeah, Yoshitora has, what, like 5 hits on the way
His does
down?
4 hits, and it's massive. Hers crosses up, and it's also massive. They're just, and they both have 2 of the best jump arcs in the game. So
the crazy thing about there is no what's it called, absolute guard or whatever. So Yoshitora, his jump C hits 4 times. Sometimes it'll hit you behind and then in front. So you block right the first hit, and you get crossed up. And come on, man.
I swear I've seen someone counter that jump in. I know KZK is playing.
I beat KZK pretty bad yesterday in some money matches. Shout outs to KZK.
Flex. Thank you for funding his strong zeros.
You're talking about Jubei. So I play Jubei. Jubei has a counter. That's really good at dealing with both of these characters, because anti-airs are not a big thing in this game. It's air to air, but it's hard to do. Jubei can just stand on the ground counter. Just kind of seal that button away from them.
I thought there was like a universal mechanic where they could kind of like parry in the air.
So there is a universal mechanic, but it's on the ground. That's why jumping is really strong with these guys.
Okay.
The worst thing, too, is you know they're going to jump. You're like, you know, Street Fighter, if you know someone's going to jump, just hit them out of the air. In this game, you know they're going to jump, and a lot of times you're like, damn it, you got to just hold that.
Play Earthquake versus Yoshitora once, and you won't play it a second time. I promise you that.
Just because he's so big, right?
He has to block all 4 hits of the jump in every time, unless he wants to only do 3, at which point,
Yeah, Charlotte in control right there. Get a little blood spray there, winning with the stab.
That's so sick.
Yeah. She probably has like the best straight-up footsie game, and she also has a fireball and a dragon punch and a good jump in. So
she's was it Cammy? I forget who you want to go, but she's that character that is top tier, but everyone's so focused on hating Genjiro. She's kind of sneaking in there behind him. She's like, yeah, Genjiro sucks. Don't nerf me, though. She's really good.
Oh, man, I'm excited because I actually have one of my Soul Calibur like inspirations from 2 up on the stage from Franz Hayate. Yeah, that guy is so smart. He streams Soul Calibur quite a bit, too. Of course, good friends with like the rest of the French crew. But, yeah, dedicated Killick main. And Killick, you know, going into this game, so fun to play, dude. Like, I just love his tools.
And then you got someone straight from the Mandalay Bay. We have Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson,
man. Work with Oswald,
Playing Oswald. Oswald
performer by heart, dude.
He fits the theme of getting nerfed and still being strong. Right? Exactly. He's been nerfed multiple times and still very, very, very strong character. Hayate from France, like you mentioned. So we got to give shout-outs to France when it comes to this game. They have a dedicated Soul Calibur community.
Kayane, Kiev.
Of course,
just to name a few.
That's the Kanikuman Buster is the coolest animation. When I saw that in the trailer, I was going ham.
Oh, man, and right there, that does so much damage. Right there, so you noticed, right, how Michael Jackson ducked. The AA or the AB, but literally both of them are the second move after the A series is duckable. So that's why he just ducked regardless.
Oh,
Soul Charge, get off me. So now he's got the wheel and the bomb. He's got the die. Oh, he went for the Kanikuman Buster here, but Soul Charge, get off me as well.
Uh-oh. Will he drop this, though?
There we go. Yeah, just swinging right there. He's in the power from the Soul Charge. Michael Jackson couldn't do anything.
Yeah, it looked like Michael Jackson did not want to get caught with that command grab super that Killick has.
Oh, yeah.
Edge. He was like, yeah, I'm just going to keep you at bay, dude.
Oh, sorry, I got the names wrong there. Michael Jackson running out as well.
Killick, are you okay? I was going to say, I think it was Hayate taking the L's right now. Moonwalking all over him, 2-game lead. Actually, a full game in 2 rounds. Looking at match point.
Yeah, so this is, I think, I don't know who's going to win. Sancho's the other one, too, but you know, Japan's very strong in this game. Korea is very, very strong in this game. America's got the scene as well. France is really strong. I wonder which country's going to come out on top. I don't think there's a clear favorite for Soul Calibur and EVO.
EVO Japan, was it Kiev that took it?
Yeah, he went out there and he took it there. We just had the Asia. Kiev did not come out. Some other French players came out, but that was won by Japan. Korea sent out 16 players. Hong Kong sent out players. Like Singapore's really strong as well. Right? Everyone is strong. Oh, no. He got robbed by the third dimension.
I didn't realize this is a stage you actually can't use the platforms.
So you can, there's actually 3 walls.
Yeah.
You have to break them. So those
That
little
is
barriers,
sick.
you have to break them, and then the stage is bigger and bigger and
That's
bigger.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that mechanic. That's pretty neat. Breaking the magic seals. That's
There we
dope.
go.
Oh,
Going
no, that just
backwards.
hurts looking at
Yeah.
it. He hits your ankles, hits you right in the spot where you're not supposed to, the no-no spot. Come on, man.
He can throw you behind, or he can just give you a little love tap and keep you in front, so he can choose which
And
way
it's
he
like
wants to go.
kind of like a hard knockdown. He
It's like
crumples
1, 2,
in front
yeah,
of you,
you
right?
crumple, yeah.
Oh, no.
Hayate been doing a good job taking those throws.
Yeah, you can. I mean, I don't believe it, but they say you can tech throws on reaction in this game. It's either forward or back throw, so it's like a 50-50 there. I can't tech them.
It's not quite like Tekken, though, right? It's not like, like a 1-2
Oh,
press
is he
or-
going to get it? Yeah.
There we go.
Okay,
Command is what you wanted to see.
He had to, too. He had like a sliver of life left.
Yeah.
Belung Valesti here.
Does anybody know the lore with Killick now? Like, why is he so evil? Was
Oh,
he
he's not
always
evil.
this
He's always been. It's
Really?
like the beads and everything that he has. Those like seal in the demon. This was like from back in like Soul Calibur 1, I think. He never actually turned evil in the game, but they added it as a mechanic now.
Dope. Okay. I never got to play him as a kid. And obviously, I seen it in the arcades, but I thought he was a good guy.
Oh, he's a good guy.
He's a good guy for sure.
He just
He's like Ryu, you
he's
know,
taking
he's
off
got
the seals right there.
That's all.
Okay. Gotcha.
Shout out to Soul Calibur, man, back in the day on Dreamcast. So much single-player content. I would
Yeah,
just
one of
play
the
by myself.
best single-player fighting games of all time.
The announcer got me.
Oh my, yeah, man.
It's the sickest announcer.
Every random rap mixtape has like a Soul Calibur announcer clip in it somewhere. You hear it every
true.
time.
I feel like the announcer has a SoundCloud of his own.
Yo, a tale of soul and swords.
Bars.
Is he
Okay, and
really gonna-
again, yeah, the get up there, blowing up the Lutz twice in that round.
The fake-out high-lows in this game are so crazy.
Yeah, I love him. I'm happy that he went for the kick ender because I was afraid the opponent was going to step the unblockable, you know, since it's so linear.
There we go.
Auto GI.
nice parry.
Oh, he just went for the GI. My bad.
I can go for another one. Good steps out of the follow-up on the low that time. Another guard impact. Doesn't want to press anything. There's some situations in this game that turn on the RPS. Like after guard impact is one.
After reversal edge.
Yeah, that's the biggest one. Obviously.
Yeah,
that game
pretty
is
controversial.
Yeah.
Seems to happen a lot less than it used to. Is that because the players have gotten better at moving around it?
Players got better. Also, some characters have, like Talim, that's a crucial part of her game, is using. She almost uses like FADC because she can cancel out of it. So she'll use that and then twirl around. Okay, Soul Charge, trying to close out the round now.
It gives you some breathing room as well. But yeah, I mean, break attacks beat it, and usually they're quite linear too.
Yeah.
I wonder if it has to do with playstyles too, because we haven't seen a single one yet here. But in the Asia tournament just happened. I saw a ton.
Okay.
That is a
When the game came out, it was like 4 times around. Like
Yeah, let's go.
I remember seeing maybe one in the last game, but now I don't see any. I guess knowing that both opponents are just step heavy.
Killick lost the
He lost his
close.
pants, man.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So
He got
what
the
does that
JF.
mean? What does that actually mean?
They just fan service, right?
Got it.
You can lose 3 parts. It's like your upper, like your headgear, and then like your lower.
I saw Aswell lose his shirt. Oh, did he just lose it again?
Goodness gracious, he got
did.
lethal on the 6 feet.
So he wears whitey tighties, man. If you can knock off his little dress there.
Is that what you're aiming for? Is that what we're looking forward to right now?
Get him.
Michael Jackson, huge turnaround actually for Hayate, doing a great work bringing it back.
Oh yeah, he could definitely confirm off of that too. And
so
there's more.
Yeah.
That is such a sick animation.
Yeah, a lot of the critical edges in this game, you use them just to get the hit, and then you get the combo after. You don't even want the animation.
And what a comeback.
Yeah,
Hayate was kind of getting his butt kicked until like 6 rounds straight, basically.
Yeah, amazing job right there by Mike. I remembered seeing on his stream him like just trying to understand Oswell, you know, because that's such a scary character. Having all those different options with the different weapons that he has at his disposal.
Yeah.
When you look at Soul Calibur characters, usually they have just like one weapon. This character, he has like an axe, spears, just like everything, dude. It's kind of scary.
I still couldn't tell after they showed to the players which one was Michael Jackson. I gotta be honest. I really couldn't tell. I gotta be honest.
I think I could tell. I was like, that guy looks like a French guy.
So
I was like, Friday looks French.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson might be Asian now. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, it could have been like another case. You know, Luffy's French, so it could have been the other guy. You know.
That's true.
We had it.
It's ambiguous, pretty ambiguous. But in the meantime, we are going to continue with the jump off with plenty more matches. In the meantime, you guys got to check out how to elevate your game with promo code EVO to save $10 off your controllers from Controller Chaos.
Controller in the back?
Yes,
I'm going to go buy that right now, man.
That's pretty slick. I like that. just about as much as I like. The EVO Championship Series design, a timeless classic. And again, use that promo code EVO to save 10% off on all your gaming peripherals. Slap that bad boy on there. It's like you were a part of the EVO experience.
The movement. I got to buy some EVO swag while we're here.
Yeah, you should do it in the comfort of your own seat with a DX Racer. 20% off store-wide USA and Canada using the promo code EVO2019. You're going to hear that a lot. Be sure to take down that promo code. You're going to be using it a lot for a lot of these products. Again, free upgrade to auto-lock casters.
What the heck is that?
That means you don't have to switch any of the casters between games.
No, I need a break. I'm hungry.
No, no water, no food.
Move.
Not until now, until the 5th of August. And again, it's also...
Sounds like cheating, honestly.
Yeah. You know, we keep it honest, real honest here with GEICO Gaming. Brought to you in part by GEICO Gaming. Huge partners here with EVO. Thanking each and every one of them for their efforts throughout each and every one of these Pro Tours.
Not just EVO. It's all FGC. They've done a lot of stuff, right?
That's right, yeah. Holding a lot of tournaments for each and every respective game.
Come to Japan, please. Do some stuff in Japan. I'll sell insurance, whatever you want.
There it is. We got somebody on board. And again, we want to thank Gaming Generations for being part of EVO 2019, for being part of EVO in general, right? These guys have been providing gaming equipment since I can remember, really, not just the peripherals, but some of these guys set up full-on tournaments with their monitors,
They help run a lot of events,
Yeah, man, big shout-outs to Gaming Generations. And again, we're going to throw it back down to Sumi with PlayStation Pulse. In the meantime, thank you guys for tuning into the jump-off. Thank you, gentlemen. I don't know who's going to be back for the next block.
We're just getting started, man.
You're damn right. And again, fighting game fans all over the world, do not go anywhere. We'll be right back after we throw it to Sumi.
All right, what's up, everyone? I'm here on the EVO 2019 show floor presented by PlayStation 4. I'm here with James Chen today. So, James, what do you think about what you see right now?
You know, I know EVO is the biggest fighting game tournament, probably the biggest tournament in the world in terms of just, you know, everybody playing in one weekend. And every year I know there's going to be a lot of people here, but for some reason, just like, I walk in and I expect a lot of people, and every time I see the crowd here, it's always beyond what I expect. I mean, I just passed by the line outside. The line is insane out there, and there are so many people here. There's a lot of people at home watching already. It's crazy. I checked like some of the stream numbers. There's already like 13,000 people on Tekken stream, and it just started and everything. It's absolute insanity at EVO every year.
Awesome. So, as many people who are watching at home, there are so many people in this arena right now playing fighting games. This is pretty much like the biggest fighting game celebration in the world. So what are your thoughts on all of the people from all over the world coming here?
You know, everyone comes here, I feel like, just kind of with that dream, you know? Everyone comes here because they want to do well. They want to have just kind of like this amazing performance, make a name for themselves. A lot of people, you know, honestly, they're just coming here to have fun. You know, they're coming here to have fun and experience the spectacle that is EVO, because it's unlike anything that you'll have ever experienced if you're a fighting game fan, especially once you get to Sunday and you're watching at the big arena. Thousands of people in the arena cheering for the same things that you are, the same hype moments. You'll never get that kind of feeling that you get at EVO, you know what I mean? But there are a lot of people here, you know, with the intention of winning, with the intention of making a name for themselves. And so, you know, every year there's always somebody who seems to have like this kind of dream run. You know, 2 years ago, obviously one of the most famous ones is the L.I. Joe run. You know, Dad flew out here on a moment's notice and everything, and it was just, he was the only American player in top 8, and it was one of the best storylines that we've had in a long time. And you know, there are a ton of people here who are all looking to just kind of have that same kind of experience in any of these games, you know, and it can happen for anybody with just like the perfect dream run. And I don't know, it's always wonderful to see these kind of stories get made.
Yeah, there are so many games here, but did you know, we're right in front of the Mortal Kombat station right now. Did you know that they actually just launched a tournament series on the PS4 specifically for Mortal Kombat 11? Yeah,
that's the I think the Challenger series that's coming up for Mortal Kombat 11. And you know, one of the things that I love about what NetherRealm Studios does is they always do a lot of really cool things for the players at home who play online, you know, from Injustice, from MK10 and stuff. They always do all these really interesting ideas to make the experience from home a lot better. And you know, teaming up with PlayStation seems like it makes a lot of sense for this Challenger Series. And so now everybody, I think this lasts for about like almost 2 months basically, and it runs. And now people at home can kind of play and get involved, and you know, pit themselves up against a lot of the strong players and just see how they do during the Challenger Series. And I think, again, I really like what NRS does. I really am happy that they're working with Sony for this, and I'm excited to see what this brings for players at home who can't make it out to events like this.
And the people who are here, you know, maybe if they didn't make it out of pools, they can use this as a practice session to go home and enter the Challenger Series for Mortal Kombat 11. And, you know, they have a chance at winning some great prizes. So, all right. Thank you very much, guys. We will be back with more after this.
Select to make it first pick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Choose and pick the best one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select to make it first pick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Choose and pick the best one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select to make it first pick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Choose and pick the best one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to EVO 2019 presented by PS4 Guys. I am your host Sumi, and I am here with KP, DC, and JC.
Real nice and simple. I like that. Oh, you put the
I think
on
I'm
it
gonna
at
be
the end?
JC. Well, because everyone used to call me JC Hensor. And so, you know, I guess that's
horrible.
an extension.
Oh, dude, no, I definitely
of-
feel you. People be calling me DC
Wastican?
Wastican.
Oh my
Wastican?
God, that's so bad.
I mean, you know, I don't.
I'm calling you that from now on. You
I
understand,
think it kind of rolls
right?
off the tongue, so I'm not really complaining
Okay,
about it,
okay,
honestly.
fair enough.
All right, guys. So for those of you who aren't aware, the jump off is a little bit more of a crazy stream where basically we take games from all the games that are currently live at EVO right now, and we basically just go back to back to back. So there's less breaks, more fun.
Yeah, honestly, if you love fighting games, you're going to love the jump off. You're going to see all the games we have here at EVO 2019 throughout the weekend, especially the highlights, some replays. It doesn't matter. You're going to find it here on the jump off.
Yeah, I'm absorbing all of the craziness. My friend Sumi, who I just met no less than 30 seconds ago. At one point, I was 6'2", I promise. And now she's taller than me.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's wonderful.
These tables are a little tall.
All right, we're going to set things off with Dragon Ball FighterZ making its return second year at EVO. No stranger to the big stage. That is Kazunoko. Always one of the favorites to win at any event he shows up to, just by existing. So
he's, you know what, we talk always a lot about all these players who are good at multiple games, and you talk about Justin Tokido. Kazunoko is right in there in probably the top 5 of all time.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. He may have an argument for being the best in terms of recent consistency. This guy just shows up. Oh, it's EVO sick. I'll just win multiple games in the same EVO because, like, whatever, I can do that.
It's wild, man. Where do you find time to practice all these games, dude? I play one game. I can't find enough time to practice.
I don't know. Is there like some secret stuff about Japan? I don't know. I've never been
got
there.
like a time turner or something like
like that. You can
They
just,
got the hyperbolic time chamber.
there you go.
That's the only
there you
explanation.
go.
God, she's so cool. She actually just did that, and she gave us the hand motion. This is
I
behind
know,
the
right?
scenes. It's okay, Sumi. I'm with you. I love the enthusiasm. The same way Deep Space got opened up by that quick overhead, there's no way he loved that. Adult Gohan being one of the premier characters in the Kazunoko team from the jump, essentially.
Yeah, but Kid Gohan, I've been hearing a lot about this guy.
Oh,
He's definitely very,
yeah.
very strong now.
So, yeah, GT Goku.
GT Goku.
He's...
Sorry, Kid Goku.
You want to talk about annoying characters in all of fighting games? He's probably a current top 3 amongst all titles.
Okay, okay.
The way that the Dragon Ball players have collectively complained about him.
Honestly, dude, this is my kind of character. He's got that super tiny hurt box.
Talk to him.
I can already tell, dude. He just looks mad knowing that. The Genki Dama, too. I've seen some of the comments on Twitter that look nuts.
Yeah,
I think I've ever come back to this game.
Super anime.
This is definitely my character, dude.
Yeah, he has like TODs that he can perform solo.
Right.
You know, so anybody
just
with
like
that
one
type
reset, right? Or does even...
No, it's straight sparking combo. You just die.
Yeah, yeah. One reset without sparking, and he'll
No,
take
it's not
you
a
out,
reset.
too.
It's a combo. You die. Like, you just straight up die with sparking activated. Anyway, one of the more honest characters in terms of Goku Black here for Deep Space. He's on his last leg. Kazunoko working on a clean sweep here. You know, no characters lost. And
Still has sparking.
yeah, there's a reset for you of the blue variety.
Yep.
You know, the
Just
hit stun
didn't
wasn't
flip
there.
out of that, unfortunately. And
It's one of those things where it's like, hey, man, I get to meet Kazunoko. Thanks for playing. I'm a grown man. I like to keep it real. And what do you call something that's costs $0.00?
Come on,
gift.
man.
It's a gift. It's
There
a
you go.
gift.
So
Kazunoko,
Kazunoko giving a gift.
Yeah,
to our man
exactly.
Space. That's all.
So that's the gift. You get to play Kazunoko, like you said.
Listen, it was just game number 1. I believe in my boy Deep Space. He can still run
Absolutely.
some back.
Getting
It's
picked up exactly
Not off to a good start here.
where we
but
left off. No, listen, it's Kid Buu doing Kid Buu things. This is optimal combo into the hard knockdown on the corner here.
That's just
Meaty setup. Yeah, this is something you have to deal with. Corner pressure in anime games,
Yeah.
DC, I'm sure you know all about this.
Yeah, I know all about it, man. Let me tell you, I find myself in the corner way more than I probably should. I can tell you all about it, all right?
I think, like, even if we take it way back, like, let's say you spent, like, 200 hours in, like, P4A, I think, like, 198 of your in-game hours were played in the corner, either on offense or defense.
Sometimes you just got to block in the corner, man. You got to hold that for a while, okay?
Hey, you know what? It's comfortable, right?
It's
You
nice,
know,
yeah,
just
that-
hanging
Definitely
out
not
not getting
comfortable.
crushed,
What are you talking about?
That's definitely all the pressure.
Yeah, exactly. That's not comfortable. You know what? I think Sumi's the only one on this panel with actual knowledge, so I'm going to slide this chair over to the right. As we watch the oppression continue, GT Goku, listen, man, I'm your son in the future, okay? I just, canon or not, this is something you have to deal with. Mystic, Mirage, Yamcha, it's another gift. Two gifts in one day.
I mean, it's the craziest thing, right? Because this game, you know, some of the top players in here, like, for example, Goichi, they're so known for their defense. They can block everything, right?
Yes.
And so, you know, you got to make the game be very mix-up heavy so that you can defeat guys like that. But then when you're not Goichi, when you're not Kazunoko, it just feels like that there's no possible defense at all.
Oh, not like this.
Those
Not like
bars are
this.
green,
Is
DC.
this going to happen? Is this going to happen?
So what do you call it when there's a test, right, and there's 100 answers, and you get 99 of them right? Because I was about to say 100 until that.
He got clipped a little bit. He got clipped.
You guys didn't believe. I told you. I believe in my boy Deep Space.
All right, cool. Well, good stuff. There's a handshake and a smile, though.
Nice.
That's the sportsmanship, and it's the love of the game. His tournament life is not over. I'm sure that was on the winner's side. And there's still an entire bracket to go. People forget about that when it comes to EVO. There's a long path.
Yeah, and I've
There is.
definitely have made that smile before in my life when
Once
I
or
played
twice?
against certain players and they destroy me, and it's just
I've
like,
been there, too. I might be there tomorrow, depending on how deep I can
The
go.
smile, the head
in
nod, like,
MK11.
yeah, you got it, man.
ooh, okay, we got some Samurai Showdown
All
here.
right,
This
help
is
me.
obviously the newest game.
I don't know
in the
much about
lineup.
this game.
This game is awesome. I
Okay.
love this game. This game is all about just kind of feels and reads, and then when you hit somebody with something and it does 60% damage, you just feel like a boss. Like, that's just basically all it comes down to. But I'm loving the fact that somebody's going with Darlie here. Darlie's not considered one of the strongest characters, while Genjuro right now, I mean, look, we're going to see a lot of this character.
Is that excellence right there?
Yeah, dude.
Is it? I don't know. I can't tell.
Dude, I've heard so many things about Genjuro on Twitter about how this character is nuts. Tell me more.
Yeah. Basically, I mean, the way that me and my friends describe him is privileged. Basically,
Okay.
he has the least recovery on his uppercut. He has the fastest recovery fireball. He's got the universal overhead that knocks down. Like, he's just got all the tools that you kind of need.
Can we talk about that ponytail, though?
It's pretty lit.
was kind of OD. Like, I'm just, you know, I'm not much of a hair guy. I just like to
don't lie,
keep it straight.
KP, don't lie about that.
If I could ponytail like that, I would do it.
You should 100% do that. I want to see that.
I feel
my
like
head
KP
is too
Genjiro
big.
cosplay, dude.
Bro, I don't have muscles. Have you seen my arms? These are 2 sticks held together by a slice of bologna, bro. Like, it's, I can't do that. Are you crazy?
I believe, man. You got to use a little imagination, a little creativity, okay?
Well, thank you very much, DC.
So, James, I have a question.
Yes.
You know, we've all heard a lot about Genjiro on Twitter and, you know, on social media. How many Genjiros do you expect to see in top 8?
Well, just recently there was a tournament that was single elimination, but there was a tournament in Japan, and top 8 had 6 out of 8 Genjiros in there. One of them was not Kazunoko, who was in there, who was using Haomaru, but he did use Genjiro in VS Fighting to like win that tournament. So
what you're trying to tell me is that there's going to be a lot.
There's going to be a lot, but what I'm hoping for is that, you know, because Genjiro is so good, everybody knows how to fight him now. That's kind of fighting game syndrome. You know how to fight the best character, right? And so what I'm hoping is we're going to get a lot of character specialists out there that are going to defeat a lot of the Genjiros.
Yeah, I would like to see the depth of this game. I haven't seen too much, but I do know that Japan, across all titles, are usually the ones to figure out what's top immediately, and then you see it. I remember at the beginning of Dragon Ball, every team in the top 8 was Cell, Kid Buu, and then whoever you wanted to play, right? So the same thing happening is no surprise here in Sam Show. I definitely would like to see some of the variety.
Dog, what is this weapon?
Yeah,
it's a giant. So she's a pirate, and she builds boats. So she just has a giant hacksaw, and like when she hits you with it, it like grinds on you and does like 8 hits, and it doesn't look pleasant at all.
Okay.
And it's wonderful.
I agree.
Yeah, but Darley.
Oh, that's a big whiff.
Yeah, Darley is okay. So that's another thing too. Is he has a move where he slides behind you and it turns into a cross-up, basically, on the ground. And if you're not ready for it, then you're going to get caught. His running attack, that running B right there, is a low hit on the first hit. So if you're not crouching, you're going to get caught by that. So yeah, he just has a lot of good things about him.
Oh my God.
Did you see how much damage that did?
Yeah, that did so much.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm sorry, James. I remember reading something about this game where the longer you block, the more. I don't know exactly how it works, but maybe you can explain it better than I can.
One of the interesting things about this game is a lot of new games these days, you have frame data. It's like, is it my turn, your turn? Are you -3? Are you +6 or whatever? Samurai Showdown, when you block the sword, everyone goes into a rebound animation where they bounce off. And during that entire time, you can cancel that into special moves like those. You see those little rebounds after the sword gets bounced off. You can cancel those into special moves. So even though you're like -30 or -40 on like heavy rebounds, you can cancel into an invincible uppercut if someone tries to poke you. And so there's this little extra mind game, and someone puts it in a way that I know KP will totally understand. It's guard impact.
Yes.
It is guard impact from Soul Calibur, essentially.
That's actually wild. That promotes maniac play. That's why Kazunoko's definitely going to win the tournament, like straight up. I'm going to change my pick.
We said that, you know, Kazunoko can win anything. He's entered in this, and he's one of the best at this game already. So like I said, he won VS Fighting in Europe just recently.
That man just always knows.
And yeah, like if you land the Isen there's like the lightning dash called the Isen. If you activate it and have like little health and you hit it right away, you'll do 80% damage.
You just said that casually.
Yeah.
You'll do 80% damage. Like that's not okay.
There's also,
I would certainly love to see it.
You can also deflect into a super special move. That does 80% damage as well,
cool.
you know. So.
All right, DC, right up your alley.
Dude, I love this. I love this guy's name. Quality German grappler. Exactly what he came here to do.
Dude, that is the winning handle right there.
This is definitely a top 5 handle of the weekend so far for me.
And that's exactly where you're going to see
that
my
I've
boy
seen.
Waldstein right there.
And he's my favorite character to watch in this game.
Dude, I mean,
Wald's ridiculous.
The thing about Under Night, I feel like every character is really, really fun to watch. Yeah.
You know, I don't know if they've talked about this on previous sessions of the Jump Off already, but can I just give a shout out to the Under Night community?
Sure.
They have been building their scene, and then EVO said, you know what, you guys deserve a spot. They got the spot. They have over 1,000 competitors. That is amazing. This is the community you follow for the blueprint on how you grow your game.
Absolutely. And they did it just by supporting, being welcoming to everybody else, and not trying to knock any other games in the process.
Yeah.
That is my favorite part. I talk to Eunice guys, and they're like, yo, KP, I got a character for you. I'll break this down. We got guys, Discord, what do you like? You know my type, annoying women. That's the style in video games.
There's a couple of those in this
Do they
game.
tell you to get Phonon or Wagner or something?
Wagner is who everyone tells me I should start with.
Yeah, you definitely seem like a Wagner player.
I'm going to be plus on block a lot. Okay.
Oh, I don't respect plus frames. I come from NRS. You know this.
But, I mean, another thing, too, honestly, about Eunice is everybody who said, oh, okay, this game is big, let me try it. Every one of them was like, yo, this game is legit.
Yeah,
this game is fun, dude. This game is so good. It's so much fun.
Yeah, this is such a solid anime game to play and pick up. It's not even too hard to pick up. Honestly, there's not a lot of things that you have to learn. If you played any other fighting game, I promise you that like a lot of these things are going to come second nature to you in this game. A lot of fundamentals come into play.
I mean, uppercuts work. You can't air block. There's no air block like there is in a lot of other anime games. There's no instant air dashing kind of thing. It's very different. A lot of the other ones you'll play have kind of a high level where you can like high jump and then double jump again. But this one's very horizontal. It's very Street Fighter. It's very KOF.
Ooh, and this is who I would play if I played Tekken. Add the annoying women to the list. That is Lily, my sweet French princess, all right? There will be no slander of her for this segment, just letting y'all know.
I'm with you, Doug. I'm not going to lie.
Exactly.
She's one of the ones that has the rich girl kick, right?
Yes.
Like her and Karen, they all have that.
That automatically makes you top in Street Fighter? Yes. Oh, I am familiar with it. I may only play competitively one title or two, but I definitely watch as much as I can.
One cool thing to note about this, Lily, is that this is actually Masakari Jin, and he's actually the TO for Master Cup.
Oh,
you see the Master Cup tag right there? Yeah.
But actually, can you say the name again? Because it sounded so good when you said that.
That's true. That was clean pronunciation.
Yeah.
And as we continue on with the slew of fantastic gamer tags, Super Small Pig, the opponent here, as Jin. I don't know. How do you feel like that? You're sitting at pools, you're sitting down, you're in tournament mode, and then the TO's like, Super Small Pig.
I mean, maybe he was an Injustice player and, had to deal with the pig.
But the pig was godlike in Injustice 1. It was unblockable. And it stayed on one side, so you threw it back and forth, and we called that pig advantage. It was actual tech in the game. The only way you could avoid it is if you timed your invincible backdash to the frame. It was godlike.
But again, another community that really deserves a huge shout-out. Tekken 7 has grown year after year after year, and now third biggest game here at this EVO.
This is, in my opinion, like the best game to watch in the FGC at the highest
100%.
level.
100%.
I love this game. Like, as a spectator, it's so crazy. The way they designed it to develop with the slow motion.
Slow motion is so godlike.
Yeah, and the bevy of characters, you see a lot of variety. Like, it's great.
It's also a very accessible community in that a lot of the top players are very welcoming to new players. Like when the game first launched on console, people were streaming the game, and then you would see people like Anakin going into the chats of like these big influencers playing Tekken, and they would give tips on how to play the game and all that.
There was one time I was trying to learn Xiao Yu, and P Ling jumped in my chat and was like giving me all the tips and everything like that.
Yeah.
So it's very cool.
That would be my second choice. Annoying women. Let's go. Just line them up and just send them to me, man. I have a problem.
I know your type now.
I mean, honestly, like this was the first Tekken that I played, and I've been enjoying this game so much, despite what YouTube videos might trick you to believe. I've been really enjoying this game.
I mean, the beauty is for every James Chin, there's another one, because this is another game which has showed continuous growth year over year. Like that doesn't happen for that long as we go into the prey. Please, gods of EVO. Pray to the almighty Sonic Fox. Let me please win this match. I mean, I will be whoever you want me to be, Lily, please.
So obviously you can also dress up the characters in a lot of really cool different ways here. What would be your fashion style for Lily?
Believe it or not, I'm actually not like a customized guy. I leave them as they are. Yeah.
So one thing I saw on Twitter a long time ago, I saw this Akuma combo that ended with him using a shotgun.
Yes.
What is up with that?
So there's some extra things that you can put on, like shotguns or like these bats, but they're for fun. They don't do actually any damage.
Hell no, that is my bread and butter.
They do like pixels, but if you have it just right, you can
actually kill with it.
Yes, exactly.
All right, putting in the work here. Walking Dead stage, Tekken 7, actually fantastic in implementation of guess anything, all right?
Yeah.
Akuma's absolute fire in this game.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. Honestly,
this is also the Negan stage.
Yes,
right?
it is.
Yeah.
One thing I noticed about a lot of fighting games, a lot of them are becoming really similar to Smash, where there's a ton of guest characters.
Yeah.
We see characters in Tekken, we see characters in Soul Cal.
Dude, in
honestly,
BB Tag,
Mortal
there's
Kombat
even like,
features,
there's like 5 fates in there,
Bro,
and then
Spawn
like they
is
tease
definitely
the
coming
6th
to Mortal
one.
Kombat like it's going to be over.
I keep hearing people say Baiken for Sam Show, dude.
Dude, I would.
That would be
so,
nuts.
That would be awesome.
I would be so in there. Okay, so you know how you are with that? Like, I like Baiken because she's kind of like that angry lady. Like, I think that's you like annoying women.
I don't like my
the
women angry. I just like them to be annoying because like brats can be tamed. You know what I'm saying? They're still wonderful. What is happening?
All right. Okay. Anyways, this match that's happening over here.
What?
Super Small Pig.
Am I too real for the jump off?
Sumi in shock.
So yeah, good stuff. The Super Small Pig right there. I guess we had the names backwards originally, and it looks like Super Small Pig is actually from Taiwan here.
Godly.
So again, one of the beautiful things about EVO is just the international flair that this tournament has. We have people from everywhere. I think they said it was like 80 countries
83
represented.
countries, yeah. They set a record. The previous record was 79, so an additional 4 just decided, hey, it's our turn too.
Yeah.
And just about every corner of the planet, someone plays video games speaking our universal language as we fell over to Soul Calibur 6, where France is absolute god, and that man on the right is Kiev.
Yes.
He won EVO Japan using Nightmare, trying to win the biggest Soul Calibur tournament in history here. And international flair, old school versus new school, 2 of the biggest storylines in Soul Calibur, which have been consistent throughout from launch to today. Singapore's here. Japan brought like 14 people. Like everyone is here for Soul Calibur. It's godly.
It's the biggest Soul Calibur tournament ever.
All time.
Yeah.
Hey, so tell me about Nightmare, because I said on Twitter I was going to play Nightmare and I lost like 100 followers.
Can I talk about something?
He's one of the most hated characters.
No, yeah, because if you told, I would unfollow you too. I would unfollow you.
Wait, why? Why?
Well, tell me about it. I want to know why.
He's got moves where he comes and attacks you, and if you hit him, he automatically counters and hits you back and powers up.
Okay, so Nightmare is definitely one of the biggest scrub killers in all Soul Calibur 6.
That's what I'm trying to do.
That's me. He kills me. That's why I hate him.
And as a fighting game player, you know that 90% of the general populace are not as skilled, right? But they have some of the biggest opinions. So they're the ones who wants to get the characters nerfed, and they can't deal with this, so the character must be broken beyond belief, when in reality Nightmare is just really strong. He's just a pain to play against and has been throughout the entirety of the series, and this is a huge legacy game. So if you hated him back in 1999, you still hate him in 2019.
Wow, all right. I dug up some old wounds, I guess.
For
Sorry
sure.
about
You
that.
definitely tore open some wounds over
Yeah,
here.
I know, right?
I'm still playing him though.
Straight up.
People can't see it right now, but I'm like, grinding my hands with my teeth right now.
And on the other hand,
tearing
Baldo
paper.
is a character I hate because he's one of the most unique characters in the history of all fighting games, with the stances, the way he moves. He's just so
It's
funky.
so hard for me to read Valdo. Like, I just don't, I don't know what to expect.
Yeah, Soul Calibur is a very stance-heavy game.
Yes.
But Voldo is the one character that when he's even facing backwards or facing forward, and then
He has an entire moveset out of that.
Yeah.
Soul Calibur has some of the best movement in the game. But speaking about movement, probably the game that requires the most execution in terms of movement here with Smash Brothers.
Right.
These guys are so good, and the skill gap between the top and everybody else is like the most expansive, I think, in all the fighting games to me.
Yeah, dude, honestly, I don't want to say Smash is a hard game to get into, but I think one of the hardest things about Smash is getting your movement on point, because making a small mistake in Smash can lead to like your entire stock. Don't get me wrong, in a lot of fighting games you can lose a lot of your health bar for making a mistake, but this game, doing like a bad air dodge off stage, you can die at 0.
You just die.
Yeah.
SDs all day. I mean, again, Smash Brothers is just one of those fighting games that you really have to look at as a blueprint, because it's so easy to get into. Everybody can start playing this and start doing stuff. But then at the highest levels, it just requires so much skill.
There's just so much more. It's like there's so many layers to the game. Like for me, new playing the game, I can understand the general, the general way to play the game. But then when you watch the high level, I'm just like, how did they do that?
Yeah.
I don't even understand. How did that even hit?
Look,
So.
I still played on free-for-all 4 characters on time, okay? I never
James,
did the
you wanna slow
one-on-one.
down? We're at EVO. You and your casual game modes?
No, honestly, James, they just made a character perfect for you if you like playing like that. We got Hero coming out.
That's right.
He's not lethal for EVO, but as soon as the tournament's over, you're going to be #1 player.
All right, there you go. Take advantage of my RNG there, right?
Yeah,
So.
just don't say you're going to play hero unless you want to lose another 100 followers.
No, but honestly, two lesser kind of lower play characters. We got Captain Falcon and Samus. Humanoid characters. Captain Falcon, obviously, you know, I'm sure you guys are very well aware.
Oh, for sure.
Very flashy character, kind of high risk reward, but you don't see a lot of Captain Falcon players. Honestly, I didn't expect to see many in pools here, aside from Fatality.
Ooh,
but
just missed.
I think pools is probably the best place to find them,
pools
though,
is where you're gonna find the.
Oh my God!
You went for the Falcon punch?
I mean, of course. Oh my, you're dead. Yeah, peace.
Wow.
What I'm saying, you make one mistake like that, Falcon punch on. I mean, it's a pretty big mistake, but you make one mistake like that, and you lose your stock for it.
Hold up!
beautiful
That
spike
was
right there.
actually OD.
Yep.
That was super disrespectful, and I love it.
Yeah, his up tilt right there will send you straight down.
Yeah, but one of the nice.
Heel.
Oh, I'm sorry. But,
No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, one of the nice things about this Smash Brothers, I know, like, compared to some of the older Smash Brothers games, this one's super balanced, right? Like, there's a lot of characters. Obviously, there's some characters that aren't great.
I think at this point in the game, yes, for sure.
There's always going to be strong, there's always going to be weak characters, but I think in terms of balance, this is one of the best games in the series. And, so many characters are viable, and even the characters that are not viable, you can still use them in matchups. There's still matchups where they reign supreme. So, honestly, play whoever you want, really. I know you're going to play hero anyway.
No, Sam told me to not play Kirby.
All right, play anybody but Kirby.
Who's the annoying girl here for KP?
I use Zelda in DSS. Like,
you use Zelda?
Zelda's your character for sure.
Yes.
Dude, Zelda's like my...
I definitely just like... We were playing, like, we're doing some PG, some media stuff, and we're playing ESAM, like, 3v1, and I definitely 3-stocked him with Zelda. I'm OD.
You're talking Zelda, not Sheik, right?
I'm talking Zelda. I know my characters.
I'm going to confirm that with ESAM,
sure,
dog.
because
You know
what? Because you say Zelda, I gotta give you 50.
Yes.
That was... Because she was always bad in the other ones, and she's
I don't care.
She's
much better in this game.
He wouldn't play Sheik because Sheik's too angry for him, right?
Oh. yeah. She's just angry.
Anyway.
Like, anger is ridiculous. Annoying is fine. Like, they mean well. It's just cute sometimes. That's all.
All right, Katana Prime. Can you tell us about some Mortal Kombat here?
Absolutely. So this is Shang Tsung, who is finally legal for EVO. The way the pro competition works for Mortal Kombat is that DLC characters are not available in Pro Tour events until 30 days after release. So it's the first time you're seeing Shang Tsung now.
Awesome.
Very strong character. EVO seems to be littered with him in pools. Sub-Zero goes for that overhead, and Sub-Zero is the classic.
Yeah, he's the true mix-up character. See right there.
Mixes. Safe low, overhead's punishable, but hit confirmable, and it can vortex into itself. It's just so wild. Very space control heavy. Shang is one of the premier zoners in the game. However, up close, he has some of the best pokes. Especially that 7-frame down 3, which is extremely fast in NRS. You know how it goes, DC. And this is a game where there's a bunch of young people and a huge casual fan base. So when you talk about traditional stuff and conditioning, frame data and all that, they don't care. You will not condition anybody in pools.
Frame data.
Listen, man, DC was around in MKX. He was playing Devorah. She had plus 27 cancels.
Bruh.
People still press buttons. James plus 27.
It's wild. It's just D1. I mean, you know, I don't care if I'm negative a million, dog. D1, I might.
It's like, oh, you're plus 6? No, I'm plus 6.
See, you know what? I mean, because I've heard, like, obviously Shang Tsung is really good, right?
Yes.
And, like, one of the sad things is, like, my boy is Foxy Grandpa.
Yes.
Because my character is Kung Lao. But I heard he's going to be playing a lot of Shang Tsung.
Yes, that's his other love. Foxy plays who he loves. A big chance to. He's the only player to have made top 8 in every pro competition event thus far. So, yeah, he held it down at the home turf, the Viennality in Europe. Everybody didn't go over there, but Hayate did, and he got the W. That's my teammate and my brother. What's up? And here's the thing. No one knows who's going to win. It's easy to say Sonic is going to win, but Scar took combo break.
Right.
He got pushed to his limits as CEO. He was able to come back and reset, but Dragon knocked him into losers. This is EVO. This is the biggest stage in the world, and everybody's looking for that year 1 title.
And Sonic Fox didn't win any of the Injustice tournaments that were here, right?
No, he did not.
Yeah.
Dragon won year 1 and Rewind won year 2. So Rewind's returning as the defending EVO champion, a local to Vegas, also very young, 18 years old now.
Let me ask you this then, KP. I'm going to put you on the spot here,
Go ahead.
okay? Sonic Fox or the field, who would you bet on?
Ooh, you did that to me while the cameras are on?
Wow.
If it's Sonic or the field, I'm taking Sonic.
All right,
Straight up.
All right. Is that just the homie thing, you know?
No, it's both.
Okay.
That's the safe
It's
answer.
both.
I'm on camera answer.
No, I've bet against them before, for sure.
And that was probably not
because
the right
certain
thing to
people
do,
have his
right?
number. Scar,
Oh, okay,
you know, the
okay.
thing is, Dragon's so good, but Sonic has the player matchup thing, right? Meanwhile, Sonic's the better player, but Scar has the matchup number. Now, as we get into Gachikun, I love this young man.
He
Hate
is the
Rashid all
current-
you want to.
He is the current Capcom Cup champion.
Yes.
Yeah, so a lot of eyes are going to be on this guy here. And, you know, he wasn't even sure that he was going to be able to make it as a pro fighting game player until he was in, I think it was like the Red Bull Kumite, and he got second place there, and he was like, I think I can do this. And then he won $250,000 at Capcom Cup. You know, it's like, it's nice.
And now he's under Red Bull.
Yes, that's true. It was all meant to be.
So tell me about Rashido. Is he a good character? Is he a bad character? I've heard so many different things about
Right now, so Karen, a lot of people are talking about Karen, but that's because of Punk and Bonchan, right?
Right,
But
right.
generally, when you talk to almost every top player, without question, Rashid is the #1 character. It's either him or Akuma. It's one of those two characters, and so most people do consider Rashid one of the strongest characters. He's got beautiful pokes. He's got a lot of great. Oh, whoa, what's going on here?
It's just I got cooked. That's
Oh,
it.
okay.
Like, you know,
like
one of
that
those, you
sometimes,
got to laugh it off.
It's that smile that we were talking about earlier.
It was on
he
CPT stream,
You always
jump
head
off.
straight to the bathroom.
Yeah,
too.
same time, like, oh,
Rest of
man,
those-
I tried. You know, shake hands, GG's. It's love.
But he's like, I got to fight the Capcom Cup. And, you know, as much as we joke about that, that's the best thing about fighting game community is that you can get paired up with Daigo first round. You can get paired up with, you know.
Everyone has the opportunity.
If you play MK11, like, it would be a dream if I got paired up with one of my favorite players is a guy named Katana Prime. Like, if I ended up playing against him,
He's
like,
just a
I would just be
commentator.
like, I would be so stoked.
He's just
you
a
know?
commentator. You shouldn't worry about him. He's currently ranked 23rd in the pro competition. Though,
Dude, you're
Hey,
in
man,
you're
23
ranked.
is a good number.
I know.
That is a
You're
good
ranked
number.
in the pro competition, okay? Look, that's all you need to say.
I'm trying to get these points, man. It's hard to keep up with these kids, man. I'm 30 years old, bro. I'm like the only 30-plus guy getting out of pools, all right? It's hard.
Don't talk to me about that right now,
It's
okay?
hard.
You're a baby still.
I
okay?
know, but in my community, all the top guys are kids. Anyway, back to Sam's show.
This is Aru playing Yoshitori. He's one of the best Yoshitora players, not considered one of the strongest characters in the game, but Aru, very, very strong player. He started...
Hello?
Yeah, that hits for a while.
Okay, that just goes forever. You
But
just have to hold that.
he's such a cool character because he literally has 7 swords. And so, like, when he does, like, jump C or standing C, you'll see all the slashes are different colors because he uses a different sword for every slash. And then, see the flower get split like that? Every sword is named after a former love of his or something like that. And basically, if he hits you with all 6 of them, he gets access to the 7th sword, which basically kills the opponent. Like, there's like nothing you can do.
So she was clearly the true love.
Wait, so
I think
the 7th sword.
let me ask you a question, James. I know there's a way you can lose your weapon in this game. Does he lose all 7 of them?
Yeah,
or
he does. He loses the whole set.
You gotta-
He loses
Oh,
the
really?
whole set, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
You know?
Do you have to pick them up
How do you
individually?
lose 7 swords?
Fighting games aren't about logic here, okay? They're about challenge and fight. Okay, here he activates. Oh, man.
All right, so, yeah, how do throws work in this game?
So when you throw somebody, it just gives you a ton of frame advantage. You just combo off of it,
Okay.
but they don't do any damage.
Oh, no damage.
Back throws do a little bit more, so you can get bigger combos, but they have longer startup.
Sure.
So that's basically how that works.
Yeah, honestly, a lot of things in Sam's show look like they're very, very committal. Like, if you're gonna press a button, you are really you are very sure that button is either gonna connect or get you something like spacing or something stage control.
That's what makes it so.
I don't
great.
know if I'm ready for
Because-
that kind of commitment, James.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like when you make
He
the
clearly
call and
wasn't.
you
He has 7 swords, all named after previous loves of his. Whose man's?
If you do a move that
Seriously.
you know you shouldn't do, but then it hits, you're just like, I'm a god. Like, let's just say that's what this game does for you. It just makes you feel like a boss. Like, there's the thing where you can deflect their swords, and then but it's like, it's not easy to deflect swords and stuff like that, but when you get it, and then you go into your super special and do 80% damage to them, you're just like, I'm the best.
I had actually asked someone, all right, so I'm new to Samurai Showdown. What advice can you give me? And they were just like, don't get hit. And I was like, okay.
Is he wrong though? Is he wrong though?
Not wrong. Not wrong. Firing things back over to Soul Calibur 6. That is the goddess in all her glory. This is Kayane.
It's Kayane.
And this should be deeper. No, has to be a little after pools or like wave 2, wave 3, because they have to finish. Soul Calibur finishes tonight.
Yeah.
One day event.
Right.
Yeah.
And I saw her get out of pools earlier, like way earlier in the day.
Yeah.
She got top 8 here last year, pre-release. They ran it, and they actually gave out medals for that. That was godlike. And now everyone has descended upon. She feels like she has a duty to represent and do her thing. 2B, yes. Drop the Changhua. No one's playing Changhua.
She had already said before when 2B was not even confirmed that if if 2B was actually going to be put in the game that she would play it.
She did. And there's been a lot of 2B today early. A lot of 2B, a lot of Ivy, and a lot of Aswell, the character who you cannot get rid of. He is here to save the human race. They nerfed him, then they buffed him again. He's always been top 3 no matter what. You can't get rid of him. But Kayane is super clean earlier in the day. I have not seen or am not familiar with Tresto. But
it's Voldo. This is the character we're talking about.
You playing next to the edge. It's a Soul Calibur.
This is scary playing next to the edge.
Oh, you're just going to whip that? Come here, launch.
One of my favorite stories of Kayane was at the Mad Catz booth at PAX East. She played against a bunch of people, and the way she did it was she sat on the edge of the stage facing away from the screen.
She was turned away from the screen.
So she couldn't see it, she could only hear it, and she bodied everybody who came to challenge her.
Of course, what a queen. That's what she does. But right now, getting cooked, open up by the blades of Tresto. Look at this Italian walk, this swag right there. You see the
He's smooth.
He's moonwalking in place. Stop it. Michael Jackson
I think I've seen you do that before, right? Like sometimes when I see you standing there, you're just like doing the.
Nah, bro. I'm only half black. I don't have all the moves.
Oh my God, the ring out.
So wow, I turned my head for 5 seconds to look at James Shin, and that is the explosiveness of Soul Calibur 6, where no life lead is safe. You can have 99% life lead, no big deal. You've done 230 damage out of the 240, and then pop, ring out.
It's kind of that Smash Brothers factor. You know, you can just lose a stock at 0%. You can die with your whole entire life bar just like that.
Just like that. Oh, you were so solid.
So what's the deal with 2B? Where's she sitting on the tier list right now?
A lot of people are scared. They don't know. When she first released, it was like secret top tier, low-key. But she's like pretty technical. She has a lot of stuff. Her mix-up game is just ridiculous, man. If you don't know, she's the best. If you don't know, she's the best in the game. Straight up. If you don't know, she's the best.
After that round number 2, she was tight.
I mean, honestly, I feel like Voldo's kind of similar, though. If you don't know that character,
all of his stuff doesn't loop into itself the way 2B does. She stays on you. She's a top 5 scrub killer in all of fighting games currently, for sure. Free. Free. Soul Charge, when you get activated, the characters get access to new moves. Some of the properties can change on like certain moves. They do more damage.
Most important part, I feel like, is the get off me factor.
This is super anime. This is not Soul Calibur.
Yeah, what about
This is actually Nier Automata DLC. All right, this is the secret.
Guard break.
200% ending.
Look at this. We're coming right down to the
happening?
wire.
Oh, and she got caught blocking low. No, blocking standing. If you're not that lethal hit with all the way.
I'm gonna need an explanation from somebody now.
Yeah, that's called Mantis stance. He just does stuff from that stance, right? And he can't block while he's in it, but he can like GI you, like the reflect, the guard impact. And the little pump where he like pelvic thrusts, that's his guard impact.
Honestly, Kayane looks pissed, and I'm kind of mad about that too, because I don't know what the hell. I'd be mad if I got that.
I was like, what even happened?
You know what's crazy? Soul Calibur 6 is my first foray into the scene. And when I asked like long-time Soul Calibur players, I say, yo, what does Voldo do? They said, we still don't know. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Another lethal hit, getting extension on the combo. Here's the tech trap. No.
But again, because obviously for different stages, some of them don't have edges that you can get knocked off of. And even like fences like this, you can launch them over that, right? If you can find the right moves.
But a lot of the times the wall can save you. But
reverse
like in Tekken, and the sidestep on the reversal edge, that was OD.
Beautiful. That was beautiful.
And that's risky too, because the movement options in reversal edge only beat one thing, but they lose the other two.
Yeah, so it's like the heaviest game of RPS. You can do horizontal, vertical kick. Or you can choose a movement option, up, down, left, right. Down only beats horizontals. It loses to literally everything else besides guard. Sidestep loses to everything else but like vertical. It's crazy. So if somebody calls you out with a movement option, you definitely got red. You got to hold that.
But Kayane has, hit on the tip, just those active frames.
You're dead.
All right.
Yeah, so, and it's another popular thing, even though she has such a massive light lead and the pressure was like overwhelming, when they get near the stage, a lot of like higher level Soul Calibur players will back off.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to deal with that.
They don't want the ring out.
All right, well, look at this. Like I said, I think Kayane was definitely mad because she's taking it to Tresto hardcore right now. Look at this, 2 rounds straight.
She's been super aggressive.
So anime, like this character, fantastic guest design as we talk about it again with the Bamco games, man. They've just been killing it.
All right, so reversal edge, what is the benefit of doing that? Like, what do you get? Wouldn't you just get the damage? Is that it?
It has armor on the startup, so you can absorb a lot of stuff.
Everything.
If you connect with it, you also build meter as well, so you get a good chunk of meter.
And it does a chunk of damage on the initial hit if you charge it past a certain level.
Yeah. And if you charge it all the way, it becomes unblockable as well.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of a way. It's kind of a way that they built into the game to help players get out of tight situations a lot of times. So if someone's rushing you down, you can try to bust that out. But there are guard break moves where if you go into reversal edge and you hit them with the guard break,
lethal hit, big damage. And you can sidestep the attacks pretty easily if you sniff them out and you see them coming. And if they land the reversal
edges are vertical, yes.
If you land the reversal edge, there's still a chance that you lose the mini game because then you go into the guess.
Yeah.
All right, can you get ring out on this stage? It looks like there's a border.
All right, so with this border, you have to hit it 3 times in order for it to break. The first time, it'll change to a yellowish glow.
Okay.
The next time, it'll be red. And then when you hit it while it's red, it breaks. And then the extension of the stage becomes yours.
Nice, okay.
Yeah,
and that's permanent in between rounds.
And then you can get knocked out of the ring very fast on this stage. So enjoy the wall while you have it.
Are there stage counter picks in this tournament, or is it random stage?
It's random stage. It has to be random stage because if you did stage choice in this game, stop it.
Hey, man, we do it in Smash, all right?
Yeah, I know. That's why it's broke. You also have 75, 78, 80 characters close to. Peace.
Kayane's still on a tear.
They actually changed it in Tekken World Tour now that you can counter pick stages, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
Right? Yeah.
Man, I've watched casually. I haven't caught that, but if so, that's actually kind of crazy.
Yeah, because if you're a King player, you're just going to go to Forgotten Realm or Forbidden Realm, I think it is, where you can just break through the floor all day. That's what I would do as a King player.
And he's just going to throw off that CE from far back. Great block. Avoidance from, here's the Manson stance. All right, Kanye, I want to come in, and I want to come in now. Back walk,
What's
check
the
your
answer?
leg.
What's the answer to Mantis stance? What do I do here? Do I block low? Do I jump it? What am I supposed to do?
You have to block. The rush attack is a low, so you got to block low.
Okay.
But he has a move set from that stance.
Yeah,
like
after you block it, it's not like a free punish necessarily, and
No,
he's got a couple of options that one will be your low attack, one will be the fast attack, one will be, it's crazy.
This character's obnoxious. One is safe. Like, it's Valdo's weird, man. He's really weird.
Ooh, nice.
You just play Xianghua, and if you block it, you just low grab him out of his grip. You don't have to deal with that.
Oh, got him with the super. So this is going to do a decent amount of damage here.
Pose.
Nobody likes to look at the end of their supers in this game. It's all that hero looks away from explosions. Soul Calibur is all about that.
It's okay. Soul charges up. How about I come in and mix up on myself? Let's deal with it. Take it to the skies. That is a huge chunk of damage. Tech trap setup. Delay, wake up, not going to work. Watch your legs.
And they did a good job putting in a lot of 2B's combos from her game into this. She's got a lot of launch combos and the air combos, which is not something that you see in Soul Calibur normally. You don't see air combos, but 2B's got them.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. These guest characters they're adding to games bring a lot of new mechanics you wouldn't normally see in some of the traditional fighters that are usually in the games. I see a lot of that with Tekken, with Akuma, Geese doing some really crazy stuff you wouldn't normally see.
Even Smash has now. You got Joker.
Oh my goodness.
Banjo's coming. Let's go.
I'm hyped, dude.
He's doing the worm,
What's
dude.
he doing?
What is happening?
No one knows what he's doing, okay? Don't ask the questions. Just let it happen.
Sometimes I can't tell if he's been knocked down or if he's just in worm stance.
That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. Yeah, guest characters.
Here we go. Last game.
And
shout outs to Rip, by the way. Final game, final round. Final round. That's what he says.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's exactly what he does.
Yeah.
And the guest characters sell a lot, by the way. So companies are gonna keep doing it.
Oh yeah.
Like Spawn's definitely gonna sell everything in MK.
I ain't complaining, dude. I love watching these.
Man.
I think one thing that I definitely admire about this match is that, they have been going back and forth. It's really easy to get super tilted in this game, and it's super fast.
Oh, no, here we go. Big
Opportunity.
opportunity for Tresto here. Good avoidance.
Okay, he's trying to run. There's the CE.
That was going to kill.
It's going to kill.
Going to kill.
I'm good.
To close it out.
So if you don't know, actually, James has passed the "is it gonna kill" curse to me. If you watch anything that I do, happens all the time.
Kayane pop off too?
But it's Soul Calibur. I'm good at it. I'm really good at it.
I watched the commentary session of you where you were like, "I'm not James Chen. I get this right," and then you got it wrong, and then you were like, "I can't talk."
That's what I get
anymore.
for saying you my name. I shouldn't have went there.
Yeah, I feel like we were just talking about Kazunoko not too long ago.
Yeah, I mean, he was dominating.
He's definitely playing Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
he was definitely playing Dragon Ball.
How many games did he enter this year?
Probably all of them until they start making the Kazunoko rule where they limit the amount, like the Chris G rule.
Well, I mean, one of the things that we talked about Kazunoko is how is he so good at all the games? I mean, one of the reasons is he actually just does find what's good and plays that. He was using Cammy when she was one of the top characters, and now Ibuki, after Cammy got slightly nerfed, you know, he's like, you know what? I'm just going to keep picking what's best in this game.
Yeah, he doesn't waste time doing it. You'd be surprised. A lot of players, they know exactly who the best characters are, but they're like, no, I have too much loyalty to the character I've been playing. And, I mean, that's...
Sometimes it also just doesn't fit your style.
That's true, yeah.
But Kazunoko's style is winning. So, you know, he that's all he cares about.
Best style to have.
That's a good style.
All right, Ryu, I don't see too much of Ryu.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Have they given him some love? I mean, Jay came all the way from Brazil to play him, so.
Yeah.
I've heard Ryu is better in Smash than he is in Street Fighter V.
I wouldn't be surprised at all. He's pretty good in that game.
Not as good as Ken, though, right?
No, not quite as good. Honestly, both the shows are just really frustrating to play against.
Ibuki is so cool.
Okay, I'm just going to hold my tongue at this point.
Ibuki's definitely cool. We can do this. Okay, we won't. Let's go back. All right.
Look, you know, everybody knows my wife in Street Fighter is Cammy, but everybody,
yes.
see, she's another angry girl, right? So I think.
But I'm not a Cammy guy, though. Yeah, you like angries. Yeah, I like annoying.
There you go.
So.
Well, see, Orie is another one with the rich girl kick, right? So she's got that too. Yeah.
And the Ojo laugh. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, she has a laugh?
She got the laugh.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's exactly what my boy Norse FTX is doing after that round. You know, I don't know too much about these puppet characters, Chaos and Under Night. He's one of the characters I don't see very often, but I do know that if you don't know the matchup, you're going to get blown back.
Yeah.
I think that you can say the same about, like...
That's kind of Under Night in a nutshell right there. But, you know, the thing is, you have to know all of the options for Chaos's lizard friend because, like, you can't hit him at any given time, and it's very easy for them to basically protect each other, almost like a Marvel assist. Like, the Marvel assist covers you, and then you cover them.
Yeah.
And so it's hard to find the time to actually hit.
Yeah, I was going to say that about, you can say that about all puppet characters. If you don't know that matchup, you're going to get blown back. And it's really, that's one of the things I love about these anime fighters. I feel like there's always a puppet character in the back that's going to gatekeep you out of the top 8 or something, or make it out of pools.
Well, there you go. So Orie is going to take it. Is she actually cosplay as Orie a little bit here?
It's cosplaying something, man. It looks good to me. I respect that, man. I'm a little too nervous to cosplay at EVO.
There is a Ukyo player that I think was showing up to EVO who cosplays as Ukyo, like from Japan.
I saw Beautiful Dude was cosplaying.
Yeah.
That's godlike. I haven't seen it.
Who is Beautiful Dude cosplaying?
I don't know.
As Ukyo.
Is it Ukyo?
Oh,
it was Ukyo, yeah. He was Ukyo earlier.
Had the
and he had the blue
hair, yeah.
The beautiful blue hair
That's
there.
awesome.
So yeah.
I think that was actually his hair.
Wait, really?
No.
I'm sorry, Sumi. Now I feel bad. She super earnestly. Wait, really? Nah,
She's so innocent and pure.
I didn't. I thought for sure that you.
I mean, the look that she gave you that angry look, and I was like, okay, I would use Sumi as a fighting game character then, because she was the angry girl at that point in time. So you know.
Actually, it was
I'm
more
definitely
shocked,
not going there.
Okay.
In terms of
KP, I thought you were like 2 feet taller than me, honestly.
I know, man. Life sucks and then you die. Like for me, like Vince McMahon said that in 1997. I think one time he's like, life sucks, and then you die. And I was like, I bet. So I just don't care anymore.
I love how these chairs are the great equalizer, man. You know, I'm probably the shortest.
Sumi's taller than me. This is not. This is hello.
Sumi the biggest winner out of all.
Enjoying this. What's your life like? It's amazing.
I'm actually pretty much enjoying it because one of the things that when I first sat down, I was actually too short. And then we were talking about getting me a booster seat so that I could be taller. But I gotta come clean. You know, I'm actually sitting on my legs right now, but the chair is comfy, so I can do that.
Ah, okay.
You're gonna have to get amputated
Dude,
after this block sitting on your legs for 2 hours.
I'm actually just fine.
I actually heard John Takeuchi. You know him. He's like the super tiny, like cutest guy
Cutest
ever.
little thing ever. Yeah.
But I heard like in the economy seats of airplanes, he can actually put his feet up on the chair and sit with his knees up there and like play games like that. That's how he can fit on the seat like
what
that.
a god. Being an adult is overrated. Can we just like run it back?
Yeah, my legs don't even move like that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, I'm 5 feet tall. I never have issues on airplanes. That's like the best. Love it.
Oh, so you just want us to hate you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, one thing too. Shout outs to this.
Yeah, I was talking about that earlier. This looks amazing, man.
All right.
So awesome.
We're gonna get mad and yell at Sumi for being 5 feet. Short break. Bear with us. Hopefully, she's still 5 feet tall.
Did you call it short break on purpose?
Yes.
All right, guys. We're going to go to a short break. See you soon.
Assume